didn't grow up with money, I didn't have rich parents or a safety net, I didn't even know what financial stability really meant. When you come from nothing, money isn't about comfort, it's about survival, and nobody teaches you how to break this cycle, but I figured it out slowly, painfully, how to build real stability without a rich family. And I want to share exactly how I did it, what I learned, and what most people get wrong about money. When you grow up poor, money means safety. It's about luxury. It's about peace and mind. I grew up in a conservative family. We didn't talk about money. We didn't save. We didn't invest. We just survived. Months by months, at 18 I left home, no support, no backup plan. I studied linguistics in Moscow, and to pay rent, I started teaching English. That was my first real income, my first taste of independence. It wasn't much, but it gave me something more important than money: belief that I could rely on myself. People love to say just save more, but when you grow up poor, nobody teaches you how. You don't learn about investing or interest or inflation. You just see adults working nonstop and still worrying about bills. When I started earning, I didn't know what to do with my money. I thought saving was enough. I didn't realize that money sitting in bank was quietly losing value every year. So I started teaching myself, reading books, watching videos, asking questions, and that's when I learned the truth. Financial literacy isn't taught, it's hunted. You have to go find it yourself. Like MJ DeMarco says, you can't win a game you don't even know you're playing. That line hit me because I realized I'd be playing the wrong game my whole life. Then I moved to France and everything changed again. New language, new system, new reality. Here people see money differently. They trust saving accounts, real estate, but very few talk about investing, and that's when I realized something important. Safe doesn't always mean smart. If you only save, inflation eats your progress. If you never invest, your money works for someone else. So I decided, if I want freedom, I cannot just protect what I earn, I need to grow it. That mindset shift changed my life completely. My first real job was in digital marketing. It wasn't glamorous, but it gave me a stable income. I saved around 3,000 or 4,000 euros, and instead of spending it, I decided to try something new, investing. Carefully, slowly, no risks I couldn't afford. In 2023, I bought my first shares of Nvidia and few ETFs like QQQ and VTI that track the big companies in the US market. And when I saw them grow, even by little, it wasn't about greed, it was about control. It was proof that I could make my money work even when I wasn't there. That's what I understood what the psychology of money means by doing well with money isn't about intelligence, it's about behavior. Because my real challenge wasn't learning how to invest, it was learning how not to panic. I remember the first time my stock dropped, Nvidia fell about 20%. I opened my app and I felt my stomach drop too. I thought, that's it, I messed up, but I didn't sell, I waited, and a few months later it recovered, it grew even more. That's when I realized patience makes more money than intelligence ever will. Investing isn't just a financial game, it's an emotional one. And most people lose because they let fear make their decisions. But there's another truth most people don't talk about. The world of investing isn't equal. Some of my friends, people from Russia or Iran, literally cannot open investment accounts. They can work for global companies, but they cannot own a single share of them. That's when I understood financial freedom isn't just about money, it's about access. So when I finally opened my first account in France, it wasn't just about investing, it was about justice. I was doing something people from my country can't even dream of. That perspective kept me humble because I know I'm not lucky, I'm just free. And not everyone gets that chance. Here's how I do it now. Every month I pay myself first, before rent, before bills. Most of what I invest goes into big stable index funds. They kind of grow slowly but steadily, and a smaller part goes into companies I believe in like Nvidia. If I ever start losing sleep about my investments, that's my signal. I went too far. No fancy strategy, no day trading, just consistency and calm. As they say, take small bets, you can survive if you're wrong. That's exactly how I see it. I don't gamble with money, I experiment with discipline. When I lived in Moscow, I used to buy clothes to look successful. Now I buy peace, a quiet home, a slower life, less noise, more security. At first I invested 30% of my income, then 40%, now almost half, because I realized the money you invest isn't gone, it's just working somewhere else quietly. Also, social media makes you think that you're behind, but success that happens fast usually disappears even faster. I'd rather build slowly than burn out quickly. Inflation is the quiet thief. A coffee that cost €1 10 years ago is now almost €3. If your money doesn't grow faster than prices, you're actually getting poorer, just slowly. I learned that investing isn't about chasing luxury, it's about safety. It's knowing that if I lose my job tomorrow, I'll still be fine, that I can take a break, travel, start something new without panic. Like MJ DeMarco says, money doesn't buy happiness, it buys freedom from unhappiness. And that's what I want, not to be rich, but to be free, to wake up every morning and know I have choices. That's the real wealth. And if you come from nothing, you're not behind, you just started from a harder place, and that's okay. You learned survival before comfort, and that's your strength. And if you like this video, tell me in the comments, do you invest or do you want to start? Thank you so much for watching, and remember, you don't need rich parents to build a rich life.